All right, team, it is Tuesday, April 3rd, and I need to call my brother for his birthday. And this is our welcome for all of our new team members. So if we have not met yet prior, my name is Michelle Zito. I am your company vice president, and I'm so thrilled to have you join our team. I've been with Park Lane for about 4 years now. My job is to support and to train you, as well as to cheer you on. So I can do that so much more easily if we are connected, the more ways that we're connected. So if you have not yet friended me on Facebook through our team page, then please do that. If you are not on Facebook, we need you to get on Facebook because a lot of our team reminders and whatnot take place in our team Facebook group. If you need my phone number, then have your leader, send it to me. If you need my email, whatever it is, I'm here for you, and I am happy to help you through all the fun and the challenges of your business. Tonight, we do a couple of things on this call. One of them is that we focus on the 3 bonus bling packages that new team members are all able to earn, as well as how to have a fun and successful start to your business. Now, you may have already done your launch party. You may not have already done your launch party. Either way, you're going to benefit from the information on this Zoom today. So I hope that you are ready to take notes because you'll definitely want to be jotting a few things down. Now, I'm going to share some words that work with you and some scripts with you. Now, the script parts, those you don't have to write down because I'm going to tag you in the post that has all of the scripts in them. So, because it would be crazy to try to write down a whole entire script. So, now, Park Lane is so smart. They know that a strong start is vital to the success of your new business. So they've put together all of these bonus bling incentives that are exclusively for new people to earn in their first 5 weeks of business. So the bonus bling is, of course, in addition to earning your weekly commission checks. At no time are we getting paid in jewelry. So jot down some numbers here. So first, write down 12 to 15 average orders. 12 to 15 average orders. Then next, write down $1,000 in sales. And then finally, write down $300 in commission. So what do these numbers mean? When you collect 12 to 15 average orders for your launch show, and I'm very confident that you all know 12 to 15 people who have a neck, then you can pretty much expect about $1,000 worth of customer orders easily. And that's what's going to earn you $300 in commission. Now, that's like a pretty normal number. And I think that's a lot of money. Would you agree that that's a lot of money? Would you be happy with earning that on a party? Or especially on your launch party? So Park Lane really is so generous to all of us, and they don't want us spending like all of our money on more jewelry. So that's why they have the bonus bling incentives for new team members. So when you do $1,000 in sales in your first 5 weeks of business, you're going to earn bonus bling package number 1, which means that you get $250 in jewelry for only $49. There's a form that you fill out to claim it, and it's a preset package of really awesome pieces. So that's level 1. But when you show the jewelry 5 times and get at least $250 in orders each time, so in other words, do 5 shows, then you will have earned bonus bling package number 2. That package is $500 worth of jewelry and for only $79. So again, that's showing the jewelry 5 times or doing 5 shows. And actually the show minimum now is $300, excuse me. So with $300 in minimum sales, then you will have earned bonus bling package number 2. And remember, your launch party does count for one of the 5. So that's terrific. And the final bonus bling package, that is $750 worth of jewelry for only $99, which is what you earn when you show the jewelry 10 times in your first 10 weeks. So that's a total of $1,500 worth of jewelry, plus your commission checks just for having fun while other people are trying on your jewelry. It's pretty amazing. So having a successful launch show that chances are your leader is doing for you is important to earning these bonus bling packages and making sure that you have business that will extend beyond your family and friends. Because the faster you get out of your family and friends circle, the faster your business is going to take off. So, there are 3 steps to make your launch party, and you can have multiple launch parties. So even if you already had a launch party with your leader or without your leader, you can still have another one. I'm quite sure that there were people who couldn't come to your launch. So you can apply this to really any show that you're doing. Okay, over invite and invite everyone is number 1. Number 2, invite using multiple methods and know what to say when you're doing the inviting. And number 3 is to fill your calendar with showings to earn all 3 bonus bling packages. So let's go over each of these steps. Step 1, over invite and invite everyone. So usually 1/3 of the people that you invite are going to be able to attend your show. So if you invite 30 adults, you can expect that you'll have 7 to 10 people there. Now, that's a great start, but I say take advantage of the fact that your leader's probably the one doing this show, so get as many people there as you can. Make a list of everyone you want to invite, and ask your family to help you think of names of people. To think of names of additional guests. And as you're doing this, diversify your list and don't prejudge anyone. So here's what I mean about don't prejudge anyone. If you think you're not going to invite a certain person because they don't have money to spend, just invite them anyway. They're not getting pressured to buy. And those may be the people that book a show to get the jewelry because they don't want to spend the money on it. They want to use the hostess benefits and get free and discounted jewelry. Or they may want to join your team so that they can get out of credit card debt. If you think, oh, someone's too busy to come, invite them anyway. They might be overworked. They might need a fun night out. And busy people seem to fit the most into their day anyway. Invite your neighbors too. Have you ever looked out your window and seen a bunch of cars and you realize your neighbor's having a party without you? Don't be that neighbor. Just invite all the neighbors so that you don't run into that problem. And, you just don't want anybody talking about you that you had a function and didn't invite this one or that one. So just as a quick little aside, I invited one of my neighbors at maybe 2 days before my launch party. And it's a mom that I don't ever hang out with. I occasionally would see her at the bus stop or whatever. And I was like, oh, you know what? Exactly for the reason there. I'm like, I don't want her to see a whole bunch of cars and think I'm not inviting her. And she is a nice woman. I just don't see her all that much. So I invited her. And she said, let me let you know. And I figured that was a no. Then the day of the party, she texted me, is it okay? Hi, Michelle, I definitely want to come. Is it okay if I bring my mom? No, my aunt and my sister. So I said, absolutely. I was so excited that not only was she coming, but she was bringing me 2 people that I never even met before. And sure enough, the aunt comes, the sister comes, and my neighbor come. And they all placed an order. And then the sister has gone on to become one of my top 5 customers, possibly even top 3 customers for 4 years strong. She's in my VIP group. She purchases every time I run a sale. When we have special events, she comes. She's been to every kind of sip and style, opportunity night, Scott event, you name it, she's been here. And she wears the jewelry all the time. She absolutely loves it. And she just has been a wonderful asset to my business. And I would have never met her had I not invited my neighbor and had I not encouraged my neighbor to bring a friend. So please just invite them all. And let people decide if they want to come or not. You can certainly invite your out-of-state family and friends too, because remember, they may not take a road trip to join you, but they certainly can place an order and you can get full credit for that. The goal of your launch party, and really of all parties, is to have 10 orders be placed. Because depending on how new you are, you may or may not know this, but you get to be the hostess of your own launch. So you're getting all of the hostess benefits. And the best hostess benefit is that with 10 orders, Park Lane doubles your free credit. So instead of $20 in order, you're getting $40 in order. That's $400 in jewelry. And I know that everybody on this call wants to add $400 in jewelry to their kit. So it's important that everybody is encouraged to, including yourself, to go out there and gather at least 10 orders for your launch party. Now, let me ask you this. Has anyone recently received a 5% raise at their normal job? Those of you with regular full-time jobs? Has anyone gotten a 5% raise lately? I guess that's a no. Would anyone like a 5% raise here at Park Lane?
Yes.
All right, great. Because here at Park Lane, when you are brand new, you have the opportunity to get a 5% raise pretty much right away. So when one person joins you in this business, you get a 5% raise. And here's the thing. Starting with a friend or a family member is way more fun than starting the business alone. So jot this down, please. When you do $1,000 in sales in a calendar month, and then your team member does $1,000 in sales in their first 5 weeks, making them a qualified team member, then you get a raise of 5% of your personal sales and a promotion and a new title to branch director. It's that simple. So your leader will help the new team member launch and will support that new person. It is not your job to train new people right now. So you do not have to know all of the answers in order to get started in Park Lane and in order to start building a team. You don't. Your team, your leader has the answers for you. And even if your recruit stops selling somewhere down the line, you don't get demoted and you don't go back to 30% commission. Here at Park Lane, every time you promote to a new level, that's for life. And you keep that title and any perks that go along with it for the entire duration of your business. So any of you that have sold something else in your past, I know that wasn't the case because I actually used to sell something else also. And when you had, loss of requirements, you got loss of title and loss of perks, and that is not something that happens here. So let's put that raise into perspective. Let's say you had a jewelry show tonight, and it closed at $600 in sales. So people bought $600 worth of jewelry. At 30% commission, which is what you're starting at as a fashion director, that would have earned you $180, which certainly is great money. But if you had one team member, you'd be at 35%, and at the exact same party, you would have earned $210. Now, wouldn't you rather earn $210 versus $180 for doing the exact same amount of work? So assuming that's the case, then keep in mind that people will naturally ask you more about the business side of Park Lane. And when responding, I want you to be able to be confident, but at the same time, to be honest. So you can just say, you know what, I actually don't know exactly what I'm doing just yet, but I do know that I'm having fun wearing the jewelry and I'm getting tons of compliments on it. We can even test drive it together if you want. My friend Michelle, and you can say your leader's name here. So you can say my friend Teresa, my friend Sylvia, my friend Belinda, whatever it is the one who answers my questions. She's really nice and she's not pushy. Are you free tonight or tomorrow night? And I can have her give you a quick call for 10 minutes. I want to make sure that she gives you the right answers, that the way she gives me the right answers. That's all you have to say. And your leader or me will be thrilled to make that phone call at the designated time. We want to help you build your team because your growth is our growth. So you're never being annoying to your leader saying, can you call this one? She has some questions. Can you call that one? She wants to hear more about the business. That will make you your leader's favorite new recruit. Okay? So, that is step one, over-invite and invite everyone. And I also threw in there for you how to get a raise. Okay, so let's go to the second step, over-invite. Invite using multiple methods and to know what to say, okay? Invite using multiple methods and to know what to say. You want to use all or at least many of these methods when you invite to your launch, and so should all of your hostesses moving forward. Making individual phone calls. Well, obviously phone calls are individual, but sending individual text invitations, not a group text. Private Facebook Messenger, again, not using any kind of group messenger. People hate that. Shooting out maybe an email invitation, setting up a Facebook event, and of course, there's also the good old-fashioned mail, okay? If you do mass emails, if you do group text, if you do private Facebook messaging, if you just think that if you do a Facebook event and that's going to be enough because everyone will see it, your launch will suffer for it. People remove themselves from group chats. They remove themselves from group texts. When one person says no, then everybody says no, and there's no reason to use that. Also, in Facebook events, a lot of people don't see them. So you can't depend only on those things. Okay, so what do we say when we're inviting people? And again, similar words are what you can encourage your regular hostesses moving forward. But to just say, hey, Chelsea, it's Michelle. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. She's going to ask you why. And then you're going to say, I'm starting my own business with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you heard of Park Lane? She will then answer. If she says no, then you go on to say, we have beautiful and versatile jewelry in every style and price range, and it's unconditionally guaranteed. I'm launching my business this Saturday night at 7, and I would love for you to be here and give your opinions on the jewelry. Are you free that night to join us? Just get their RSVP right away. People usually know what they're doing in the next week or so and can generally answer you pretty much right on the spot. So if they say yes, you could say, yay, thank you so much for your support. I'm going to text you an official invitation. Would you like to bring at least one friend with you? It's always more fun with a big group, and I would love to get her opinion on the jewelry as well. Remember, encouraging friends and family to bring a guest is the easiest, fastest way to get you outside your group of family and friends. So just like with my neighbor, I would have never met Melissa if not for Pam bringing a friend. People who come as the bring a friend are people who come because they love to socialize and they love jewelry. So those are then turned into the people that are most likely to book a party because they came out of genuine enjoyment for home parties and jewelry. So that is a great person that you want at your show. If they say no, then you can say, that stinks. Wish you could come. Part of my job is to show the jewelry and get opinions on it. I would love to hear what you think of the pieces that came in my kit. Are you free to for me to pop over for like 20 minutes one day this week? or even meet at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, I would love to treat you to a drink and get your opinions on my jewelry. What do you think of that wording? Does that sound like something you can say?
Yes.
Okay, good. One person can say it. Glad to hear it. All right, so step 3. Step 3 is to fill your calendar with the number of parties that you want to do. But I say go for the 10 in the 10 weeks so that you can earn all of your bonus bling. Go back to your launch party list and put a star next to about 20 to 25 people that you want to contact to ask if they want to have a Park Lane showing. Don't wait for your launch to get the next parties booked on your calendar, because then you're going to have an uncomfortable lull in between your first show and your second show, and everything that you want to improve and everything that you wanted to do, you're going to forget by the time the next show comes. So here's some words you can say for that. Hi, Chelsea, it's Michelle. How are you? I couldn't wait to call you. I'm so excited because I just started as a stylist with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you heard of Park Lane? Oh, I know. It's beautiful and versatile jewelry in every style and price range, and it's unconditionally guaranteed. Now, here's the best part, because I'm looking for 2 fun people to help me get started in my business, just for having a couple of friends over and playing with the jewelry and giving their opinions on the pieces that came in my kit. I'm supposed to have 1 large gathering and 1 little gathering. Would you be able to have either the large one or the little one? Now, she'll answer, now here come the answers. If she's saying the little or the large, either way, then say, thank you so much. Now you're going to schedule it. So you always go 2 choices, 2 choices, 2 choices. So, for example, did you want something during the week or did you want the weekend? Okay, during the week. I have Thursday the 14th and Thursday the 7th, which is better? And then now you can land on an answer. If she says the weekend, then you can say, okay, did you want day or evening? Okay, so day, I have Saturday the 10th at 3 p.m. and I have Sunday the 17th for a brunch and bling at 1. Which of those is better? Okay, great. Then I'm going to send you a pretty text that you can use as an invitation, and I'm going to set you up with a catalog of the other things you need as well. That's it. Now, if she says no, then you're going to say the same thing as before. I would still love to get your opinions of the jewelry that came in my kit. I'm launching my business on Saturday night, and I would love to have you here when I introduce my business. Are you free that night to join us? So they can't have their own show, invite them to yours. Okay? If they say yes, then you're going to say the same thing as before. Awesome. I'm going to text you an official invite. I would love if you could send the invitation to a couple of friends as well, because I would love to meet some of your friends and get their opinion on the jewelry also. If they say no, then you can say, okay, part of my job is to show the jewelry and get opinions on it. I would love to hear what you think of the pieces that came in my kit. Are you free for about 20 minutes one night this week that I could pop over and we can take a look at the jewelry? Or I can even meet you at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. I'd love to treat you to a cup of coffee and hear your opinions. Okay, so let's say she says no to the little or the large gathering, no to coming to your launch. Most likely they do say yes to at least meeting with you for a brief, meeting, half hour, one-on-one for what we call a private appointment. Now, are there going to be people that say no to everything? You bet there are. So you and I, we've said no many times to many people and didn't put a single iota of thought into it. So we, as, stylists with Park Lane, we cannot get hung up on the no's. We do not take them personally. When someone says no to having a show or no to coming to your launch or no to having a personal appointment, they're not saying, no, Jasmine, that is so annoying that you would even ask. I can't even believe that you would ask me such a thing, and I hate you. That is not at all what they are saying. That can be what it feels like, but it's definitely not what they're saying. They might just be super overscheduled, and their schedule may open up again in a month. So, no, not now, or no, not ever. They may just say, oh, I would love to help you out, but I definitely just can't do April. But I could probably do something in May. So then book May. You're in all bookings count. So you want to get shows booked for April. You want to get shows booked May. You want to get shows booked for June. Obviously, sooner is better, but you certainly don't ever turn away a show that's booked a little further out. So now team members will often ask me, can I collect orders? Can I book shows? Can I find a first team member before my launch? And all of that is yes, yes, and heck yes. Okay, you don't have to wait. So please go right ahead and start working your business. So we've gone over the steps to start successfully. You have some support, and it's up to you to take the action to implement what you just learned. So when you're ready to learn more tips about how to succeed and continue on with your training, once you are officially signed up, then what you're going to be able to do is go on the Park Lane website and start your Park Lane 101. So when you sign in, are you able to see my screen? Are you all seeing like the dashboard and stuff? Okay. So when you sign in using your email and then the password that you signed up with when you joined. You go here to the field interface and you click it. And this is where you're going to find the network. The network magazine is where you're going to read all about the happenings going on in the month. You can save this to your iBooks. You can save it to your computer. You can print one out. And that's where you're going to learn all the specials and things like that. Super important for you is right here. Begin your new business, Park Lane 101. So you're going to click here so that you can begin your training with Park Lane. Okay, so when you click begin your new business and when you click PL 101, what comes up is slightly different. Okay, so begin your new business, what you're going to see here, this part is a live show demo. So at 2 consecutive conventions, we did a show that rotated through who was speaking. So like, this is actually me here. So I give the show opening, and then you'll see me again being the fashion director who's working with the hostess to show her how to turn her show into her launch. And then the other parts of the show, I'm sitting down and pretending to be a guest. And during a different part of the show, Jackie is doing the talking. A different part of the show, Jennifer Bond is doing the talking. And then at another convention, it was a different group of people. So you'll see option 1 and option 2, how to show the jewelry. These are super helpful videos. Has anyone already watched some of these and care to tell anybody, care to share with us what you found when you watched them? Or does everyone still need to watch this? Still need to watch? I'm getting nods from the Floras. Okay. All right, good to know. So did you know this was here before? Did you know this was here? Okay. Then I am super glad. I'm going to add the screen share to this training officially from now on. Then when you click the Park Lane 101 part, you could spend a lot of time educating yourself in here. And really the way to do it is a little at a time. So my launch style show. Okay, here's a nice little welcome letter of an outline of how to get started. Okay, this is called Goal, Plan, Act. This is an overview on how to get started. Your leader would love nothing more than to go over this with you. The Getting Started booklet is the same thing that came in your kit. And then this is your Park Lane 101 tracker. Please make sure that you print this and you complete this along with your leader. So I completed the count. This helps you, kind of make sure that you're doing each thing. So did you complete your calendar and your getting started booklet? When is your kit orientation? Meaning, when are you going over the contents of the kit with your leader? When is your next meeting? That can be something online or it can be something local. When are your shows? Who am I supposed to call when I need help? These are the people I'd like to recruit. And then see how nice of a checklist this is? I did this part of the Park Lane 101. I did this. I watched the host coaching videos. I watched the My First Show videos. Because all of this is when you're going to call your leader and ask her questions or ask her to go over, I did the hostess coaching one, but I have a few questions, because what the tracker is tracking is the remainder of this. So see, this is host coaching. These are helpful videos on working with your hostess in order to have a higher show, to have more people there, to have her collect orders, to continue what you're going to do for your hostess before and after. Okay, so that's the host coaching section. My First Shows. Oh, that's me again. Opening, I think this is me again. Opening talk and what to say at the beginning of the show.
Let's start at the beginning.
Yep.
Before the guests arrive.
Yep. So that was me at convention a few times ago. So this is actually in two different spots. How to style the guests, how to work with the guests. This is the part about how to work with the hostess. This is actually Becky Rojas on our team as well. So this is me and Becky. So these are all things that you can watch so that you can hear the words over and over again, so that you will start being able to say the words. Follow-up. This is customer care, how to make phone calls, how to work with the guests even after the show. So all of these things are here and categorized for you so that when you know you need help in a certain area, that's a great spot to start. Another great spot that people love is right here, video training. You know what this is? When you need help with bookings, you come here, you click bookings, and look at all of these amazing videos from convention to convention to convention on how to get bookings, how to hold bookings, the fun things to do at your shows. And you're going to see a lot of famous people and names that you'll get to know as you continue to work here. You're going to see that Tammy Christensen is forever one of the top sellers. That's why she has like 4 videos here. Just lots of fun things. Some of these are from these are the most recent ones from the most recent convention, and then these go a little further back. Not just because this is me, but this is a good one about booking and recruiting seats, all the different things to say during your party that will make people want to book and make people want to join with you. So I always recommend this one. In fact, I have to copy this over because this was the one I meant in today's Lunch and Learn. So you see how there are all these different topics that are all one more helpful than the next. How do you set up your jewelry rollers? What kinds of fun extra tips could I be sharing at my shows? This is where you would get any of that. So is this helpful seeing this on the field interface? Okay, good. And there certainly is more, but as a new person, you can keep yourself awfully busy at Park Lane 101 and video training. Otherwise, you could start drowning yourself in all of this, and I don't want you to do that. Let's stay focused on what you need as a new team member. So, questions? All right. So I'm glad I was so super thorough tonight. But if you think of any additional questions, certainly message them to me, your leader, give me a call, and we will get those questions answered. And I really look forward to continuing to work with you. Oh, it looks like Chelsea decides she has a question.
Okay, so to qualify, you have to qualify in your first 5 weeks. Is that correct?
Yes, and the week that your show went in is week 1. So really, it's 4 more after that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the weeks are always listed as Wednesdays. This is important for everybody to know. So Park Lane week is Thursday to Wednesday. So if, let's say, you'll see something that says the week of, March 7th, really that means from the previous Thursday, it was probably the 1st, and then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So if your show went in on the 7th or any day during that week, that's week 1. So then week 2 would be the 14th, week 3 would be the 21st, week 4 would be this, and the 5th week would be whatever that first week of the next month is. So by that Wednesday.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Park Lane World is kind of funny like that. And the last week of the month is whatever the last Wednesday is. So the last Wednesday in April is April 25th. So in Park Lane World, May starts on April 26th.
Okay. So my recruit submitted his launch show on, what day is that? March 14th. So he has until April 11th then to qualify.
So March 14th, let me turn back to March. Right, so that would be week 1. Week 2 would be the 21st, 3 would be the 28th, 4 would be the 11th, the 4th, and 5 would be the 11th. So that means that he has till next Wednesday.
Okay. That's good to know because I told him the 18th.
Yeah, no, the week that week counts.
Okay.
That's week 1 when it goes in.
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm glad you know this now and not on the 10th. And also, that's why, like, when I do that beginning of the month, here are the specials, whatever, one of the first things I do is we go over the calendar. So, like, for Rich Rewards, you have the first 2 weeks of the month to sell 1,000 and earn $250 in free jewelry. So, in April world, for our purposes, week 1 ends this Wednesday, the 4th, tomorrow. Week 2 ends the 11th. So you have the 11th to get your 1,000 net non-in to earn Rich Rewards level
1. Okay. That makes sense.
Because March ended technically on the 28th, so April started on March 29th.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad we got that on here because actually that is good information.
Yes.
So, all right, newbies and not so newbies and always learnings. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm going to post this recording in case you came on late or need to share it with one of your new team members. So have a great rest of your night.
Bye.
Bye.